Taiwan has stepped up security measures after a former Chinese Navy captain was arrested for illegally entering a Taipei harbour on Sunday. Authorities are investigating his motive. Well, senior officials say the man could have been probing the island's defences and have not ruled this one out as one of China's tactics.
我们没有办法排除这样的可能性。那所有关灰色袭扰的这个部分本来就一直是持续存在的，所以这个部分我们当然要做相关的厘清，但是我们永远要维持我们有这样的警觉，更也不排除这样的可能性，然后再做相对的因应措施，这样。
The 60-year-old man had told Coast Guard officers that he wanted to escape to Taiwan, but concerns remain due to the man's military background and the recent string of similar cases.
但是以长期累积的案例来讲，我们不排除这是一种测试，因为与过去这1年多以来的18个案例来看，经常说辞是一致的，都说他们要来投奔自由，他们向往台湾自由的生活，要来台湾生活。
And for more, CNA's Victoria Jin joins us live now from Taipei. So, Victoria, the man is said to have wanted to escape to Taiwan, but what did the local media say about his story, and are authorities buying it?
Well, according to local Coast Guard, they said the man is surnamed Ran, and he's 60 years old, and he's a former Chinese Navy captain. Now, he was arrested while he traveled 260 kilometers from Fujian in China to Taiwan's water, and he was arrested when his boat entered the Danshui River in New Taipei City, and after it collided with a traffic vessel. Now, initially, he said that he was here because he wanted to escape to freedom. But later, he changed his statement, saying that he was restricted from leaving the country because he posted some remarks on social media that was unfavorable to China. But authorities are taking a grain of salt on his story. Now, here's what they have to say.
另外，我这边也要呼吁我们国人那中国大陆不断的对台湾也好，其他周边国家也好，从事灰色地带更认知作战的这部分，我也要呼吁国人要团结，那对同心协力来对抗中国大陆这些不理性的侵扰。
Over the past year, there are 18 similar cases, and most of them involved offshore islands of Taiwan. And this one is actually one of the few that is closest to Taiwan's main island. And so authorities are saying that this could be a test to see whether or not Taiwan can detect such vessel. And also, this especially with the growing tensions across the Taiwan Strait. But local authorities said that they conceded that this is partially their fault because of their negligence and misjudgment, so that they allowed the boat to travel this far.
Also, Victoria, what's interesting to note is that there have been more than a dozen such cases before. But why are authorities, they seem to be especially concerned about this one?
Yes, this is the first incident that ever happened in Danshui, in New Taipei City. So the authorities are not taking it very lightly. Now, Danshui sits at the confluence of the Taiwan Strait and Danshui River. And near the river is an old street, which is filled with vendors and shops as well as restaurants, and they're selling local specialties. It's a very popular tourist attraction. Just anyone who has visited Taiwan, they have been there. So the latest incident has actually come as a shock to many Taiwanese that a Chinese boat could be so close to the capital, Taipei. Now, according to Taiwan's defense minister, Wellington Koo, he said that this is an example of the gray zone tactic that China is taking towards Taiwan. Now, this is a type of warfare that is designed to exhaust its enemy by irregular tactics without resorting to actual combat. Now, military incursions such as warplanes and even surveillance balloons over Taiwan's airspace have been considered to be gray zone tactics.
Right. Thanks very much for bringing us that update to this developing story. Victoria Jen speaking to us live from Taipei.